Good morning, Diamonds, Partner Jubilation all over the world, all over the universe. Guys, thanks a lot for all our partners, all our members who are just here with us tonight. And as you know, tonight we're going to go through we're going through Diamond's welcome meeting and the most important pillar, part two. As we started last week with part one, and that was the only skills and the only source and hard skill you need to grow your business. This is how simple our business is, but it's only when you do it right. So as I just said, the first part, stick to it. And now we're going to continue where we have stopped last week of our Diamonds Welcome meeting. Now, the main purpose of this training, as I told you, is to walk you through what are the milestones, what are the simple things needed for you to build this business. Ladies and gentlemen, this business is a very simple business if you just do it right, if you just copy the success, if you just copy and follow the upline who had achieved. Because why would someone want to reinvent the wheel when there were some people who just started before him, follow the simple system and help them to make it so big? So what do I need to do? Is to learn, duplicate, and just apply. Learn, duplicate, apply, and then definitely I start to get results. Because so many people come to me, and when they join with some back experience in kind of marketing or kind of planning, or say, it's better to do it this way better than this way. I think we should have it this way better than this way. Everyone's mind is respected. Everyone's ideas are respected. But in our business, in network marketing, direct selling business, especially with Dupli model, 10% of the learning process you get theoretically, and 90% you're getting practically. So as long as you still did not build an organization and start earning $10,000 a month, you still don't have the enough experience to tailor-make the system. So my humble advice to every one of you partners is just follow the simple steps, and it will take you there. And by the time you start perform, by the time you understand what is it all about practically, what does it mean, what does it feel, all the details of building a team, an organization, international organization, then you can start to make some tailor-made stuff that suits your culture. But I've got a firm belief, people are people wherever they are in the world. The basics need and the ones are all same, but with different tastes, with some different spices and different food. You can look at most food in the world, they almost got the same content, but with different spices. That made the culture. But the basic foundation of our business is the same. It's very simple. So let's move on and share my screen and start with the PowerPoint and start where we have stopped. I'll just make a very fast review of okay, we stopped last time and we just covered the invitation very fast. I'll just make very fast review. As we said, last time we have discovered or we knew what is the potential of our business and what is the power of now. And we have seen with all the facts how e-commerce is the #1 industry in the world. We have seen what also does direct selling industry means and how like the big people in the world talking about it, thousands of books, huge companies, and it's an industry that had changed millions of people of life all over the world, and it has the highest success rate among all other industries in the world. And also we have seen how Dupli had crowned this great direct selling industry by bringing a new residual model to it and make a huge, brilliant compensation that never existed in the direct selling industry for the last 70, 80 years. I was first brought to Dupli, and we have seen how this great company had made this great marriage, this great merge between the e-commerce and direct selling industry under one roof, under one umbrella, giving you a gold mine opportunity. Then we worked through about the compensation plan. We talked about the 8 income stream in a little bit more detail so you can understand how we have one of the best and highest paid comp plan ever existed in the industry to again understand more the potential of that business. Then we started talking about the steps required for you. First, we talk about your why. Sorry, first we talk about you have to have fun, having fun in order for you to succeed in this business, because, any success need commitment, need consistency, and people human, the people mindset, they get bored fast. So you need to create a fun atmosphere. You need to create a fun atmosphere where you're building the business to enable you to do the steps until you succeed. After that, we said you got to empty your cup. You got to be coachable, because this is something totally new with respect to all what you've done. But if you're not going to empty your cup and receive the knowledge properly, you won't be able to duplicate that business. Try to get the knowledge, don't analyze, apply, because that's a proven successful system. And you don't need to change it right now. Just follow it, apply it, and boom, you're there. Third, we talk about your why. You should know your why. You should know your compelling reason. You should convert your dreams into targets and goals by applying the SMART methodology of specific, measurable, achievable, readable with time bound, by having a table of the first 6 months, writing the target, what you want to achieve, why you want to achieve it, and put the date and stick to it. Because if you don't know where you're going, it's like you're having the fastest car in the world without a gasoline, or you're having the fastest car in the world and you're driving and you don't know the destination. Then we move to the fourth step, which is your pillar, your capital of the business, which is the contact list. And we talked about how we're going to write the contact list. We said it's not going to be prejudged. You don't ever prejudge anyone. It should be from 150 names to 300 names. Should be categorized as name, contact number, category. In the category, you're going to put hot, warm, cold. Hot are the people who are 100% influenced by you, people who care about you, you care about them. They're the very close people. The warm are your normal and daily, the warm people are your normal and daily contacts, your friends, colleagues, whatever is that. Then after that, the cold contacts people, you just say hi every Christmas, every Ramadan, every Diwali, whatever, every Eid. So this is how you start writing it from top to down, hot, warm, then cold. Then among your first 50 hot names, the first 50 hottest, then, because it's starting from hot to warm to cold, the first top 50, you take that list and then you categorize those names as A, B, C. Ambition, business-minded, credible out of 10. You give scores, you choose the top highest 30 scores. That becomes your A+ list that you should start to approach them immediately. Those are your hottest lists that you need to get the support and help of your upline. Work with your upline leader. Get in touch with your active upline leader regularly. Call him, call her at least once daily. Remember, guys, your upline is your lifeline. So many small details happen with you, that a question that you don't know the answer, or something that you cannot handle. And you keep accumulating those things. Those small things are the things that are going to build up the block that could stop you from doing the business. So once a day, communication with the upline over WhatsApp, over a call, over a Zoom, your direct upline, to discuss what happened with you over there. What are the steps you have done? How many invitations? What are the presentation? What are the feedback of your prospect? Those things are the thing that's going to keep you and help you gaining the experience day by day, and build your knowledge. Work together in a team. Ask your upline to show you how to invite your prospects and to do the first few presentations for you. Remember this, guys. It's very important for you to learn how to present, because your upline is not going also do the presentation for the rest of his life. He's obliged to do for you only the first 15 presentation. First 5 presentation, he's going to do it on your behalf totally. Next 5 presentation, he should show 50%, you show 50%. Last 5 presentation, you're gonna do, and he's gonna watch. Then he do, you watch, he do, you do, you do, he watched. 15 presentation. So attend every presentation with an open mind, with a note, and remember everything said there. And don't stop attending presentation until you feel that you're 100% capable of doing the presentation. So those are the things that require from you a teamwork, because those are the things, the details of the daily planning and working. Those things are not going to be given in the training. It's going to be given among the daily process of the daily prospects of daily things. So do it together with your upline and with your team. and try not to create WhatsApp groups. Try to create broadcast groups for your team, because sometimes one routed apple could ruin the whole apple box. So it's normal. People could get negative. People could have some, bad thoughts. So when you're putting them all together in one WhatsApp group, those bad thoughts are going to be spread and might affect your team. So put them in a broadcast list so you can just share whatever with them. You can just talk with them and build with them. Those are the things of how building with the upline. Now, we have covered last time how to invite your prospect properly. And I'm going to emphasize on it this time a little bit more because it is so important. This is the most simple, difficult thing in our business. This is where most people fail before they start, or they make it before they start. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the decision of someone to join your business start from your invitation. Remember this. The decision for someone to join you in your business, it starts from your invitation. So make sure that you're doing the proper invitation. So now I have my dream list, I have my target list, I have my contact list, I have my commitment set time given to my upline. I'm ready to rock and roll. Now I start to invite my prospect to attend the presentation. Let's go through the invitation golden rules. What is the main purpose of invitation? Getting your prospect excited and curious enough to attend your, let me just make this smaller. Getting your prospect excited and curious enough to attend your business presentation without giving him or her any technical information. Just invite, don't explain. Go to Oxford Dictionary, just write the word invite. I say to invite someone to something, not to explain the business for someone. Invite means excite. Don't try to explain the business over the phone. It's like trying to have a haircut over the phone. It only works for me because I can have a haircut over the phone. But for you, I don't think it's gonna work. So explaining the business over the phone is one of the fatal mistakes that people do that might let them lose their prospect. The main objection of the invitation is to get the prospect into the presentation. So create curiosity, we're gonna go through it, and make it short and sweet, sharp. Now, 95% of your invitation is done over the phone. So many of the common mistakes that people do is like mass messaging. They're sending group, mass WhatsApp, and like forward. If the person doesn't feel that you're talking to him or her, you're giving them an attention, he's part of a crowd like anyone else, he won't give you an attention back. So you need to make her or him feel that he is personally directed, he's personally, you're targeting him personally. You want to talk to him or her personally. That has, personal touch. So that's that type of thing that, people need to understand. So mass messaging, mass WhatsApping, mass group, invitation, mass Facebook, whatever, this won't work. If you're lucky, 1 out of 1,000. But we don't want to waste our time doing this. So it's better always to be a phone call, a Zoom call, a direct call. You need to talk to him. You need to feel your voice. And I started, and why I said 95%, because sometimes you are, face to face with someone, you need to do it, but most of the time it's going to be always over the phone, talking to him or her personally, show them that you care. Now, always start the call by asking the person, are you free at a moment? I have something very important. What do I mean here is, I start the phone call by first changing the person's mood, then dragging his attention. Simply, I pick up the phone. I know that, for example, my friend Peter, he just got a new daughter last week, for example. I'll pick up the phone. Hey, Peter, how you doing? How is our beauty Sarah? MashaAllah, God bless her. I saw the photo. She's just a stunning girl. May God protect her and protect the family and make her like your flower in the family. Now, immediately when you start opening up the subject about something he or she like, the mood changes, because people who are in negative or bad mood, their atmosphere, they are into a blockage. Okay, so people are in a bad mood. Okay, people are in a bad mood. They are not a good receiver. They don't receive the proper knowledge. They don't receive the idea. So you need to try to do something like, change the mood, make them happy. Talk about his new car, his new house, his last trip, his last vacation, newborn baby, newborn daughter, whatever, new job he got, a new business, a new deal, whatever. Just open up the subject with something that he or she loves. Then after that, okay, great, may God bless her, Peter. Now, Peter, I called you because there's something important I need to talk with you about. How do you feel? Should I call you back? Because Peter might be, oh, thank you, and he's watching like a football match. But he is responding to you, but he's mentally with that match. So whatever you're gonna talk is going to be messed 90%. So what's gonna happen? When I tell him, okay, Peter, I've got something important need to discuss. That's why I call you. You feel should I call you back? No, tell me, what is it about Khaled? So I just dragged his attention. So simply, I start the phone call by trying to change his or her mood, then drag his attention. Okay. Never mention anything related to the company, business, or product over the phone in details. Use highly impacted words like golden opportunity, Facebook revolution, e-commerce revolution, shopping tsunami. Two main reasons why you should not explain the business over the phone. First of all, it won't work. People won't get the right idea. The more you give details in your invitation, the more you're killing curiosity. Remember, the number one reason of the invitation is to create curiosity for someone to jump into your presentation. So the more information, the more you kill curiosity. The more you allow the person to analyze the information based in his wrong knowledge and getting into a wrong answer. So don't give information. Second, some people, they have bad experience of some other whatever company they did, or they think that they know or understand the industry, which they don't, and they start to compare it with things they know. So that you're going to lose them. I was one of the most skeptical people in the world about network marketing industry. I used to make fun of my people. And if I was not invited in an indirect way, if I knew that I was going to attend a presentation for affiliate or e-commerce or network marketing company, I won't be going. And I won't, have this luxurious, alhamdulillah, lifestyle that I've never dreamt of. So that's why you only need to redirect their thought. And you're not lying, by the way, because we're not a normal network marketing company. In all network marketing companies, people get paid. In all network marketing company, people get paid from the sales of the product of their team. It's an annual cycle. But here it's totally different. We're getting paid from the commission paid by the merchants who are on the website and pays the commission for our BAs. So it's a totally open outside circuit connecting the outside world. So it has changed the principle and root of direct selling industry. So I would have started the call with use high impact words, golden opportunity, Facebook revolution, e-commerce. Fourth point is, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Your tone of voice should represent the importance of your subject, create urgency. Now, a friend that he's been trying to work for Microsoft for the last 5 years, applying his CV, and he's getting rejected. And out of a sudden, you were in a business dinner with a friend who brought a friend, and that friend was the regional manager of Microsoft. And he was a very nice guy. You've been chatting, having fun over the dinner, and that guy opened up, we're opening in new branches, and let's say in Dubai, and we're looking for some software engineers or cybersecurity engineers, whatever. And he mentioned something that's 100% relates to your friend. And you would jump and ask him, Mr. Alex, I've got a friend who's a cybersecurity engineer, has an experience of 5 years, and he was so interested to work in Microsoft. Do you think that I could recommend him to you? Then he picks up his business card. Yes, please, Khaled, go ahead. Do you think that you're going to wait until you go home? You might just go to the bathroom, tell them, I'm going to the bathroom, and you pick up the phone and you call that bestie, your best friend, that you know that he was dying to be approved in one of the interviews, and you're going to tell him that good news. Look at how would you be talking to that person, because for you, you found something he was looking for. And this is what we're doing with our prospect. We are inviting them to an opportunity. If they build it right for 3 to 5 years, it's going to change their life forever, that they could not change by working 45 years. The 45 years retirement plan that never worked for 96% of even Americans, which is the highest economy in the world. Think of it. This is the same thing, even much better, much better. So use the proper tone of voice. When you talk about something exciting, something important, your tone of voice should represent that. Then, making an appointment must be done by giving limited options. You don't tell the person, are you free, or can you join tonight, 8 o'clock? Or when you're free. Because join tonight, you just don't give him a sudden, unless he's like your best friend, your brother. Hey, join tonight, or my brother, I told him, sign up or I'll beat you up. You know what I mean? So, but usually you don't give or force people at the same time. People don't like to be forced. And at the same time, you don't ask him when you're free, because no one is interested to show you that he's free or he has no life. He would be busy for the rest of his life. Tomorrow he had a meeting, after tomorrow business dinner. Sunday he have his sister's girlfriend birthday. Monday his best friend dog's birthday. Tuesday someone on Nar's birthday. He's gonna be like busy for the rest of the life. He's not interested to show you he's free. So how do I find the balance? Not to force and not to keep it open. I'll let him feel that he's choosing, but I'm giving option already organized or arranged according to my diamond system presentation. I know, I'm talking now about Dubai time. I know that Saturday I have 8 o'clock presentation. Monday I have 8 o'clock presentation. Tuesday I have 10 o'clock presentation. So let's say I'm calling him on Sunday. So I'm going to tell him, we've got, what better for you? Is it Monday 8 o'clock or Sunday 10 or Tuesday 10 o'clock? I'll be giving him an option, or Wednesday 8 o'clock, for example, 2 or 3 options to pick up from. Limited options already coordinated with your system or with your team system presentation. But I'm not going to tell him, are you free now? Or can you join now after 2 hours, 1 hour? At the same time, I'm not going to tell him when you're free. Use the existing webinar system, edify the opportunity and the speaker, emphasize on the importance of the show, ask to write notes. Now, when I've seen people, just talking about the presentation, just watch it, it's a good presentation, you're gonna like it, and this guy is, see, when you want, why I told you, the decision of someone joining the business, it starts from the invitation. It's how important you show the opportunity, how important you show the speaker. So when I want to identify the speaker, Mr. Khaled Shah, the vice president, he's like one of the top earners. He's one of the rock models. Let's say Abu Jad, he's a sales director. Mr. Abu Jad is a sales director. He achieved it big time. He's a great presenter. He's one of the pioneers in the industry. And, this opportunity is going to be live. It's only 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So you need to talk highly. You need to give the value for the people, because people will only listen to things that they think it is important. So it's your rule here. So now, by having those golden rules, 7 golden rules of doing a presentation, let's recap it all together in one simple invitation. I'll start to pick up the phone. Hey, John, how you doing? Excellent. How was Oman? How was your new Wrangler? I've seen, the Facebook or the Instagram, man, you were bashing those. May God protect you. The car, mashallah, looks so powerful. And that, John, Yo, Khalid, you should have seen that monster. I was bashing dudes. I was, oh, great, man. Just take care, man. And, may God protect you from devil eye. Take care, take it to the agency properly, maintain it properly. John, I called you because I've got something important to discuss with you. You feel, should I call you back? No, no, go ahead, Khalid. What is it all about? Listen, John, I've started an online e-commerce business opportunity with an American-based company partner with the world's 14th biggest 1,000 brand names. Names like Macy, Walmart, Alibay, Emirates Airline, Hotels, Booking. And they are creating a huge e-commerce revolution. And they just came to our territory. And they're looking for serious agents to build an organization and help them expand in our territory. And bro, how e-commerce is booming nowadays is the top biggest opportunity. And I believe that's our golden opportunity. That's why I called you. The third part, I'm going to edify him. That's why I called you, because I know how keen you are looking for such risk-free opportunity with a huge income potential. And by the way, they've got 2 live shows. I'm not going to say webinar, presented. No, they've got 2 live shows done by one of the pioneers in the industry. They have one on Monday, 8 o'clock, or Tuesday, 10 o'clock. So tell me, which one suits you better so I can book for you, because seats are limited. Man, you don't know how excited I am about it and how sure I am that we together can make something stunning out of it. So tell me, which time suits you better? Guys, that should come from inside, your tone of voice, the way you talk and everything, because 80% of the people who join the business, they join you. They need to feel that they've got someone so confident backing them up. Don't think, oh, I don't want to look great. I want to be like, normal people talking, because normal people are broke. You want to be out of those broke, it's up to you. What I'm saying is you've got to be different. The person you're talking to, he needs or she needs to feel that you're really into it. That feeling needs to be transferred over your tone of voice and the word you're choosing. As simple as that. So don't try to go through too much argument. Sorry, too much, talking. Just excite, make it short and sweet. Book the meeting. Now, if you said Monday or Tuesday, he said, no, Khalid, Monday and Tuesday, I'm busy at this time, I can't make it. What about Wednesday? We have 8 o'clock Wednesday presentation, right? Don't say, yeah, okay, Wednesday. If it was like, I don't know, Pira, if there is slots available, or John, I don't know if there's slots available. You know what? Let me check with the team and see if there's slots available, and I'll call you back. I'll just wait for 10 minutes, make another call, do something, then I'll call him back after 10 minutes. And I will tell him, Wednesday, not possible. What about Saturday or Monday? You've got to be the upper hand, maintain your posture. The moment people feels that you need them is the same time they walk away. And that's a reality. You're inviting someone to a business opportunity that could change his life and his entire family life. Now, the question is this. If that person makes $1 million in 3-5 years, will he grab $100,000 and give it to you? Thank you, because your phone call, because you invited me, I'm into that business? Hell no. So remember, you're the upper hand. There's a very tiny difference between ego and confidence. Don't have ego at all, but have a confidence. You're the upper hand. Maintain your posture. This is how simple the invitation is, but this is also how important it is. Okay, let's go to the next step. Presentation day. Now, I'm talking here about if you're going to go to one-to-one presentation, okay? It's like, offline presentation, not Zoom, not online. Always dress smart for your success. Those are tips you need to follow during your presentation day. Dress smart for your success. You're inviting your people for a business opportunity, so you should look like a businessman. Always be smart casual. You know, your friends always, they got to see you wearing a short, hanging out, you know, just like at least wear a proper t-shirt with a neck, like you look smart casual. They need to feel that you look serious. And especially when you are having your upline coming to do the presentation on your behalf. Be there before you prospect. Respecting people time will result in making them respect the importance of your opportunity. Present people in places where you own the control only. Don't present them in their homes, offices, or during parties. You can never get their full attention, or they might not be in a business mood. Choose the time that you need to properly present. Don't go to places, let's say if you go to someone's home, every time a phone rings, he has to move. Every time the wife call, the kids call, the door knock, you're not getting his or her full attention. So you're losing it. You have to be in a place where you 100% own the control of the atmosphere for 1 hour or 40 minutes to make sure that the person is fully focused with you. And, you know, it happened with me just like, you know, 2 days back, you know, we were like into a party with the friends. And one of the guys, he was talking to a new friend who just joined the gang, and we were talking and like having fun. And he started talking about Dubli. And that guy was just shaking his head, and he was talking for an hour. You know, I've recognized, but I let him do it. You know, I never interfere. I want him to learn the mistake. Now, after the music was down, the lights were on, you know, this guy started asking him what did it is like, you think about what? That girl? You know, you guys need to understand that you need to edify the business opportunity. You need to talk highly about your business opportunity. You need to represent it in the right way. You know, people are not in a mood during parties to listen to business. They are just here to just hang out, get out of the mood. So you need to edify your opportunity, respect it, and have the proper time for it. Then, edify your leader or the presenter very well. The more important and successful you make your leader look, the more attention your prospect will give. People like to listen to only successful people. Edification is not only by talking, by behavior, you know, because you're sitting with your prospect waiting for your upline to come. You start talking to him, you know, Mr. Khalid, the vice president, you know, he's been this and this time for the last, you know, 20 years. He was very successful. He's one of the best and pioneers in the industry. And we're so honored to have his time. Man, we should grab the opportunity and use every single minute of his time. You know, the more you make the person feel the value of the person who's going to present or going to come, the more his attention will be with. And that's the main purpose, is through that person to give the full attention. Introduce your prospect well. The more information you will give about your prospect to your leader, the more effective the presentation will be. The more you talk highly about your friend. Now, for example, you're introducing John to me. Let's say Muhammad introducing John to me. You know, Mr. Khalid, John is like my friend since like 7 years. We've been working together. And I know this guy, how smart he is. And we were always looking for opportunities, someone who has very high ambition. And you start to put some job to, you know, break the ice. And, you know, I remember we've been working, trying to do that thing, this thing, that thing. We're always keen. That's why he was one of the very first people I wanted him to sit with you personally, or to attend the presentation with you directly and personally, to know the importance of that business. And I wanted him to hear it from the source, because I know what he's capable of. He was working as an engineer. He was doing this. He was doing that. Like, edify, talk positively about your prospect. And in the meantime, give more information to the person going to present, so that person could easily tailor-make the presentation to fulfill his mindset. Don't interrupt the presenter, and give your full attention during the presentation. Interrupting someone is disrespecting his statement. And definitely, you don't want your prospect not to take the presentation seriously. Some people, when they're sitting in a presentation, the prospect next to them and the upline is presenting, you know, they're just like playing with the phone, responding to the WhatsApp, doing something. sitting like this. What are you trying to tell your prospect? You know, as I told you, people, they don't listen to what you tell them, they do what you do. So when you are not giving your full attention, when you are not fully in and focused on writing notes, he won't be. When you are not even laughing at each joke your upline says, even if you hear it for the 1,000th time, he won't. Because that person trusts you, doesn't trust the presenter. So you need to convey this trust pass between you and him to that presenter by making that connection, by being focusing at the presentation, by writing note, by showing your full attention, by showing your full interaction. And you need that because every presentation is a learning for you. So don't interrupt. Don't try to explain something during the presentation. No. Don't talk until your upline asks you to talk. Learn the shaking head thing. You know, the information that your upline is doing in the presentation. Dubli has been there for the last 18 years, you know, monitored by Federal Trade Commissioning in US and several countries in the world. You're hearing and you're just giving a confirmation to the information that's passing through to your prospect with your full attention. Good. Then, closing the deal. Most people would want someone they trust to help them taking the decision, especially after being introduced to our great business, which is something very new to them, or they used to be very skeptical about. And this is the most important moment to them, where they will dedicate, where they decide to go for it or just walk away. The following steps are very important for them to help them making a decision. After the presentation is done, thank your leader for his or her time and effort, and then stay with your prospect alone. Go into a personal meeting, because sometimes some question he will feel shy to ask your upline, he will ask you. Then answer all his question in a positive way. And if you don't have an answer to a certain question, immediately ask your leader. Let that person feel that we're working in a team. It's okay, I don't know all the answers, but I have a support line. That will give him a relief that, oh, we have a support line that we can work together. Talk about your success experience and what type of support you got from your leaders and the Diamonds team. Show him your cash back. Show him your earning. Talk about the experience. Show him some events for the team. Show him some events for the company. Tell him about how this team is supportive, what training we get, what system we have. All of those things will help him to feel that he's relaxed, that I can do the business. I've got a whole team supporting me. Always ask questions that has a positive answer. For example, don't ask, how did you find the business? Or did you like the opportunity? Such question might have a no answer. Instead, ask, what is the most thing you liked about the business? And after he answered, talk more about what he likes. And instead, if you say, what do you think of it? It's going to be, I don't like it. So I would have asked, because you know, most people mind 78% are negative because of circumstances of life. So I won't ask a question that could have a no. And instead, I would ask him, what is the most thing you like about the opportunity? I won't ask him, do you like it or not? I would ask him, what package you're planning to go for, team member or PPA? When do you think that you're ready to start so we can build it together? So these are called subliminal messages. Ask question that doesn't have a no answer. And let's say whatever he picked, he said, talk about the cashback, he talk about business, emphasize more by talking about it. Be very positive and make him feel that you will support him and work with him as a team. And that's a reality. People need that they're not alone. They're not just like, okay, get in and just join and that's it. No, we're working as a team. And finally, explain to him the importance of the time and advise him not to talk to his people about it, because he won't be able to answer their questions, and they will be definitely disappointing him, and also he will lose them in the future if he decide to join, because they might not never give him a second chance. I simply, advise people to do this. How? By telling them, it's your right to go and counsel your friend, your best friend, your fiancé, your girlfriend, your father, your mother. But do you think that you will be able to convey the message properly? If you're driving back home now and you've listened to a 1-minute song, you like it. Next day, can you repeat the same song with the same harmony? Of course not. So what about a 40-minute presentation? Instead, let us help you doing it for them. So don't try to share it. Give him a homework. Give him the welcome CD. We'll give him the welcome training, the first welcome. Tell him, watch this and let's meet tomorrow or the day after to put the plan to start. So give him something to do, not to let him start talking and getting disappointment, because he won't be able to convey the message, and he's going to lose his close circle. And once he gets know of his close circle, boom, then he's gone. Talk for him about the importance of time and book another meeting with him on the same presentation day. Take an appointment. Take an appointment for the follow-up that we're going to talk about. Follow-up and follow-through. 95% of your sign-up happen here. Now, you've done the presentation. You've done the closing. You have given an appointment. Now, well, for me, I remember that out of 1,000 people, maybe like 5 people join on the same day of the presentation. 95% to 99% join on the follow-up day, because people need to sleep over it, need to think about it, need to do some researches. And that's going to always happen. So if you don't follow through, the principle of following through is so powerful, guys. If you look at people who play cricket, if you ever play cricket, this is the cricket stick, okay, this is the ball. If you hit the ball very strong, poof, it will just fall and fall down. The principle of following through is that they're gonna hit the ball and fall through with the stick and the ball. That makes it fly so high. Following through principle is so important to continue the flow of the message you have conveyed first time. And this is where the most important and the biggest number of people deciding to join happen in this meeting. So 95% of the sign-up happen on the follow-up, not on the invitation, not on the presentation day. Follow up with your prospect within the first rule. Follow up with your prospect within the first 48 hours. Meeting after a meeting. Strike the iron when it's hot. After 48 hours, people, they get involved with the routinic lifestyle and they will lose it. Answer their questions. Answer all the questions they ask in the follow-up meeting. Get your active upline to assist you to answer their question, handle their objection. Invite them to join now. Remember the SW rule. Some will join, some won't join. So what? Someone else is waiting to join. It's as simple as that. Once they sign up, encourage them to start the getting started training immediately to build their business. And in the following up or follow through, there's a very important principle of handling people objection. And this is going to be a separate training we're going to talk about, but simply, so many people, they go, although you tell them don't talk to anyone, although you tell them don't do it, although whatever it is, but what's going to happen, they're going to still talk. They're going to think, they're going to say, okay, before I start, I need to secure 2-3 people with me. And they're going to convey the message in the wrong way. They're going to do some searches and find some negative stuff, like anything in the world that has negative stuff. If you go to Google and put Google scam, you'll find 290 million articles inside Google talking about Google scam. If you put Apple scam, that's normal. Internet is an open source. Everyone can put whatever shit they want to. So those people might have an objection, and the principle of objection is so powerful. Some people, they think when my prospect has an objection, I lost them. No. An objection is a mirror that reflects the person's desire of joining if it will be handled properly. The meaning that that person has an objection, that he was interested, because if he was not interested, he won't think of it. He won't do any researches. So because he faced an objection, that means he spent some time and effort to look into your opportunity until he faces the objection. So he was interested. That objection blocked his interest. So that objection is a mirror that reflects his desire of joining if it will be handled properly. And we're going to talk about handling projection, a different training, but it's a very simple, already the training is in my YouTube channel. It's a very simple methodology. Listen very well, write his point, show him that you care. Don't create an argument. Use the methodology of FFF, feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same, but what I found is different in all type of objection. And get your sign up to attend the Getting Started training. It's a must. So many people do those basic mistakes that makes them, stop, not doing the proper contact list. They don't have a target, know how to invite. They don't know that after the presentation, they must get into a three-way follow-up call or face-to-face meeting with the people who got the presentation. At the training, they will be shown how they can build their business big and fast. The success of your group start at the Getting Started training. Those are the basic, the part 1 and part 2. Those are the basic knowledge. The more people in your team gets to the Getting Started training, the bigger the group you will have. Get all your group to attend the welcome meeting, or we call it the Getting Started training. This way you are teaching them to do the same to their groups, duplicating and getting leverage. Make this a must. Anyone who wants to do this business must attend the welcome meeting, part 1 or part 2, or Getting Started Diamonds, Getting Started training, part 1 and part 2. Make sure that everyone has the business tools, presentation book, diamond system, must be printed in a nice professional way. They have their business tools. You're doing $1 million business, as I use always to mention. If you want to make $1 million business, you have to treat it as such. You've got to treat that business as $1 million business. You're going to take it that serious, professional tools, work with the upline, work with the system, make your team attend the training, and get them involved into the system. Start duplicating. Follow this training system and teach them to teach others to do the same. This is your road to success with your Dupli venture. Result of duplicating. What is the result? So many of you as a startup would want to start earning $5,000 a month, right? That's a good income as a start. It's like an income more than 85% of the population of people. Okay. So if I want to achieve that, you need 5,000 divided by $150. Our step is $150. That's 33 steps a month. That's 9 steps per week. Each step is like 60 members, right? Good. Now, so that means 50 PPA should sign up every week, or you need like 100 multiplied by 6, like 300 team member per month to achieve that. Sorry, 300 team member per week. So to achieve that per month, to achieve that alone, let's say acceptance is like 10%. 50% you need to present 100 prospects 15 daily to achieve it alone. So if you want to achieve that $5,000 alone, you need every day to do, sorry, that's wrong. That's 150 presentation a day. But if you have, because, we'll say, 15% accepted rate. But if you sign up 3, train them, and they get 3 each, and train them to get 3 each, now you have a team of 50 active members. Let's say only 50% is active. So you have 25 partners working with you. Now, if every one of them make a 1 presentation a day, or invite 1 prospect a day, that's for PPA, for team member at 6, prospect a day to the webinar, you will have 25 presentation, or for team member like 150 presentation being done in your team every day. And you will hit the $2,000 minimum a week, which is $10,000 a month. Now think, 150 prospect a day versus 6 a day. This is the power of duplicating. This is the power of getting your people into the system and learning to duplicate what you do. So that was the second part of our Diamonds Welcome Getting Started training. So those two parts are all the essential knowledge that you need. You have to understand it well, duplicate it as it is, and you can get this as a contract of success from us, because this is what we have done and this is what we have achieved. And you all know our results. Our results are public in Business for Women everywhere. So you know how things work. Guys, there is no secret for success. There is system for success. Thanks a lot for you being with us tonight. That was the second part of our training. Hope that everyone enjoyed this training and have the proper knowledge out of it. I'm going to put it in the YouTube channel so you can listen to it again, write all your notes properly, and apply it. And let's all together rock and roll. Thank you so much. God bless. See you guys. Bye-bye.